Coming around to start lap 11. We have Lion and Zula. Oh, there goes the track. Zula is threatening to drive into the grass. Let's see how that works out for him. Oh, he does go into the grass, and he makes the pass on Lion. Zula up to 4th. They are working together to catch lightest form. Just 9 laps left after this one concludes. Let's check in with the leaders. Leaders are going too wide through turn 1. Look at those two beautiful NWR liveries. Silent leads Shadow. Oh. Shadow getting the slipstream down to turn 4. Can he do anything with it? Looks like he's just going to tuck in behind. Try to get a better run off of 4. He's going to have the run down to turn 5. Let's see what can he do with it. He looks to the inside. And he shoves it down the inside. They go too wide into the corner. Silent holds the position. Oh, Lion looking up the inside. Zula goes out into the marbles. It looks like he's going to go from 4th to 6th in one corner. Oh, it looks like Shadow's taking the lead. Shadow has the lead. Silent trying to get back by him. Silent's he's gonna stay behind him into this corner, into turn 5, into the sweeper of turn 5. The two NWR Mazdas running line astern. Shadow gets a little bump in the rear from Silent. We're having a mighty old scrap. Silent looking around the outside. Can he do him around the outside in turn 1? Looks like he can hold it, but is he going to have to back out here? Because going around the outside of turn 2 is not very... Oh, Lion in the grass. Too wide into turn 2 is not ideal for the car on the outside. That track element keeps losing itself, which is really, really fun. Here come Lion and Zula. Excuse me for yawning. Lion and Zula, it looks like they may have just dropped Mito out of draft, which is going to be crucial because in these cars, the draft is a lot around these worth a lot around this track. Zula looking up the inside. He's going to make the move on the brakes. Lion over the grass. Tucks in behind. Mito is caught back up as a result of their fighting. Looks like they're gaining quite a bit of ground on corn. Let's go check in with the leaders again. Leaders are squabbling. Oh, they're going too wide. What is this camera angle? We do not know. Silent gets shuffled out and drops about 3 car lengths back. Zula just hit a 26 lap time. Let's show the player cards. Zula's best lap of the race is a 26.9. Let's see what kind of pace the leaders are doing. The leaders are doing 26.7s, although on the last lap they were in the 27s. Let's look here. We got a close battle there, kind of. JJ is getting hounded by Rash. Zula leading this train of 3. They're trying to hunt down corn. They got 4 laps left to do it. Or 5, apparently. I didn't realize we just started lap 16. They got 5 laps to do it. They might be able to do it. Leaders changing positions. They're going too wide through turn 2. Shadow gets the cut back. They're too wide running down to turn 4. Who will back out? It looks like Silent sends it up the inside. That means Shadow's going to get the cutback underneath. Shadow underneath Silent. Going down into turn 5. Silent trying to hold it around the outside. Shadow gets a little bit of a unsettled moment. Silent holds the lead. We've got 4 laps to go. Shadow looking for a way by Silent. He's going to go wide. He's going to try to hold it around the outside. Can he do it? He's going to tuck back in. Looks like he's going to wait. Live to fight another day. They get on the brakes at the exact same time. Heading into turn 2. Entering 3. Shadow looking up the inside, does not have it, gets a little bit loose. He's going to lose about 2 car lengths until he catches the draft and accelerates. There is no tire strategy in this race. It is flat out to the end. We've got Zula. He gets to decide who he gives the toe to here. He chooses Lion, it looks like, because Mito has the run. Lion holds off Mito a little bit. Mito up the inside. Lion around the outside. What has happened to Lion? They are too wide. It looks like Zula may have... No, they're definitely still within draft. I misspoke there. Zula is trying to break draft while these two squabble. That would be huge for his race. It looks like Korn is probably going to hold on to third. Korn lapping in the 26.9s in clean air. That is mega, mega pace. Back to the leaders we go. Silent lead Shadow. 2.5 laps to go. Does Shadow have anything for Silent? Silent's led the majority of this race. He's been comfortable leading. He's been comfortable letting Shadow take the spot for 2 or 3 corners. May this be a game of you want to be second entering into the final lap because of how powerful that slipstream is down the straight from 3 to 4 and from 4 to 5. Two laps to go. Silent leads Shadow by 0.3. Silent's last lap was a 26.7. Wow. Silent's starting to drop Shadow. Are Shadow's tires falling off? They shouldn't be, because tire wear is not that high here. You should be able to do the entire race on one set of softs and not have any tire wear whatsoever. Shadow getting a little bit wide. Did he get into the gravel and lose speed? Coming around the final corner to start the final lap of the race. Silent lead Shadow. He's extended his gap by 1/10 and a half over the last lap. Does Shadow have anything for Silent? Coming into turn 2. The long right-hander. A little bit off camber. I guess it's on camber. Never mind. Forget what I said. Shadow has closed the gap quite a bit. They are nose to tail, exiting 3. Now is Shadow going to look to make a move into turn 4, or is he going to hold it until turn 5? He's going to look to go around the outside at turn 3. They are side by side on the straight. He's going for the cutback. Shadow cuts underneath Silent's rear. He's got a nose alongside. He's fully alongside. He has a nose ahead. Shadow in the pole seat to win this race. Shadow has the position. Silent cuts underneath on the exit of the corner. Shadow takes the lead. 2 corners left. Does Silent have anything for Shadow? Can he slipstream past him on the line? Shadow leads out of the final corner. Silent looking to get a run down to the final straight. And it's gonna be Shadow who wins. Silent P2. We have a drag race for P5 between Lion and Mito. It looks like Lion's gonna get that. Oh boy. MX-5 Cup, the namesake for the series, has finished P10, and as they all go into the gravel because the AI has no idea how to drive. as Dragon King does a 360 across the line to finish the race. Well done to everybody. We will take a short break and we'll be back for the sprint race, the reverse grid sprint race, where Dragon King will start on pole. We are back with race number 2, the sprint race, reverse top 10. We got MX-5 leading the pack to green, followed by LaHuka, Lucky Socks, also known as BTR Socks. JJ Fireball, who is the series leader heading into this round, is starting 4th. Nito Davider starting 5th. RVN Lion starting 6th. NWR Zula in 7th. Lightest Corn in 8th. NWR Silent, who is now the championship leader, is starting 9th. Shadow is 10th. ETR Rash is 11th. And Volt is starting 12th. They will block up 2 wide out of this corner. They will get going to green 2 wide from 60-mile-an-hour pace speed on the front stretch. Oh boy, they are all sorts of funky getting through to the final corner. They are now all nice and 2 wide. Look at this field. And they've gone. Green flag is out. I don't even know how to commentate this. They are 4 wide into turn 2. You do not want to be on the outside of the corner here. Although it is the inside for turn 3, it is very, very low grip, and it is a much longer way around the corner. They are all sorts of... Look at that gaggle of cars. Oh my lord. Silent and Shadow up to P6 and P7. Look at that brigade of new wave racing cars. We got all 3 of them right there, basically touching each other. As they go into turn 4, somebody is going to certainly end up in the gravel trap here. Oh, it looks like we have 2 people around. Zula kills Shadow. I would like to quote, I take, quote, not a lot of blame from one of the drivers in that incident. Silent managed to get through that unscathed. Our championship leader, really appreciating that. P2 in the championship is leading this race. P1 in the championship is P4. Zula and Shadow are going to work together to get through the field. The teammates who aren't really teammates because they're not on the same team in this championship, but they are technically teammates for other series. Both new wave racing drivers. Oh boy, we got 3 wide. We got 3 wide at the front. Lightest corner to the front. JJ gets shuffled down the deck back to P4. Looks like Silent is looking up the inside of MX-5. MX-5 gets into the rear of Corn. Silent is going to have the run down to turn 4. He's going to be on the outside, though. This could be dangerous with how many cars are here. Oh, he clears. Looks like he clears Corn. Corn going to try to send it up the inside. Corn blocks JJ. JJ gets balked coming out of the corner. JJ now up to P2. Corn down to P4. MX-5 and P3. Silent to the lead. Here comes Lucky Socks on the tail of the train. And it looks like Silent might just pull away from the field now. MX-5 gets it all squirrely out of turn 6. Sends it back up the inside into 7. Here are the 2 NWR drivers running to the back. Back to the front we go, and it's Silent pulling away with JJ. They've broken draft on MX-5 Cup. I've just been doxxed in my own Discord server. That is fantastic. Zula, I can assure you I can hear you. You may not be able to hear me, but I can hear you. Anyways, back to the racing. Sox looking to send it up the inside. Oh no, that's Rash looking to send it up the inside on MX-5 Cup. MX-5 going for a move on Lucky Sox, trying to draft him down the straight. The side draft in this game is super powerful. So while it may not look like physically MX-5 is getting draft, he is definitely getting draft. As a result, he makes the place. Gets back up into P4. Let's look at the battle behind. We've got Mito Daviter, who just made a move on BTR Rash. Silent has checked out at the front. He has gapped JJ Fireball by a margin of 1.2 seconds in this lap. JJ coming under pressure from lightest corn. Mito Daviter looking to make a move up on the inside of Lucky Sox. Oh, Lucky Sox into the grass, into the gravel. He's going to drop all the way to the rear of the field, unfortunately for him. Shadow making good progress after that poor start where he, let's just say cars were taken out. I won't point fingers or blame anybody for that. Multiple cars got spun around out of turn 4. Shadow up the inside of Volt into turn 4. It looks like he's going to get that move done. Can he get MX-5, who got a slightly poor exit out of turn 4 on the run down to turn 5? Looks like he's going to be too far back. Zula looking for that same move up the inside of Volt into turn 5. Is it going to be on? It looks like it is on. Oh, Zula gets a half spin and Volt ends up in the wall. Not a great race from the two NWR drivers who are not named Silent. Lion now leads Zula. Shadow is in this mix. Shadow looking to get MX-5. He's got him down the straight. Can he get Mito before turn 3 or turn 2? He's going to look around the outside of Mito Daviter. That may not be advisable. He's going to lose a spot to MX-5, who gets a little bit squirrely. BTR Rash up the inside of Shadow, who gets shuffled from P5 to P7 in the space of one corner. Look at that. We have a 6-car battle here. Shadow looking up the inside of turn 4, gets a little bit balked out of the corner. Mito Daviter drops to P7 now. P8 looks like he's going to go to the back of this train. MX-5 now leads the train, followed by Rash, Shadow, Lion, and Zula, who are squabbling for position. And it looks like Zula takes that spot. Look at this gaggle of cars. JJ and Korn are fighting. We'll cut over there as soon as this battle dies down a little bit. The two NWR cars going too wide around the final corner. Lion now to the back of the pack. Zula gonna look around the outside of Shadow. Zula has mowed some grass. The groundskeepers here will be thanking him for doing their job for him. Or their job for them. English, not an easy language. Oh boy, we got all sorts of chaos here. Two cars getting spun around. Zula has to go off the track to avoid that. Shadow leads Zula, who leads Mito Daviter, who leads Lion. All 4 cars here have some form of pink on their car, which is what we really like to see here at XITE, because that is the color of our series. The sister NWR Miatas fighting down the back straight here into turn 5. Looks like Zula's going to have the spot. Zula does have the spot. Too wide into turn 1. We have some driver beef in the channel right now. Zula. Zula and Shadow having conversations about bump drafting each other. We got JJ and Korn. With 6 or 5.5 laps to go, these two fighting it out. Lightest Corn looking for a move here. Down the inside into turn 5. Is he going to have it? Looks like he's got that space. JJ gets forced out a little bit wide. If JJ can hold it around the outside here, he's going to have the inside for the next corner. He cannot hold it around the outside. Korn takes the position. Korn takes P2. Field right now, Silent, followed by Korn, followed by JJ, and then Shadow, Zula in 5th, Mito in 6th, Lion in 7th. After that, we have quite a few strung out drivers. Lahuka in 8th, BTR Rash in 9th, MX-5 Cup is in 10th, Volt in 11th, and Lucky Socks bringing up the rear. I love how that track pixel just keeps getting vanished into thin air. Keeps vanishing into thin air. JJ is in the prime range to get a slingshot draft down to turn 5, but he gets a little bit wide out of the corner. Let's check back in with the NWR cars. The NWR brigade, the pink brigade of cars. They're slowly reeling in JJ and Korn. The gap between this pack of 4 and the pack of 2 ahead, 1.7 seconds. 1.6 now. Will they catch by the end of the race? 4 laps to go. They got to make up 4/10 a lap just to be on the rear bumper. Got to make up probably 5 or 6/10 a lap if they want to have a chance at overtaking these cars before the final corners. Back to JJ and Lightest Corn we go. JJ has been dropped by Lightest Corn. JJ no longer in the draft. He's going to have to fight to stay ahead of these faster approaching cars. 1.3 seconds the gap now. Shadow gets a little bit wide. Zula takes the place. That'll afford JJ a little bit of time, but not that much. Zula and Shadow going at it. This seems ill-advised because they're trying to catch the cars ahead, but anyways, they will fight. No, they will not. Shadow tucks back in wisely behind Zula. Shadow kind of pushing him around. Turn 3, Shadow clearly with a little bit better pace than Zula. Lion has now lost the draft to these cars ahead, allegedly. Shadow looking up the inside into turn 4. Zula in the gravel. Zula's race ended by that. Two laps to go when we cross the line with the leader. Let's see. He's had nothing but clear air after getting by the lead on, I think it was lap 3. Latest Corn looking to hold off the field, take a P2 in the sprint race. JJ Fireball holding on. It looks like Mito Daviter might just be in draft. This is going to be a tight last 2 laps. Shadow up the inside. What has happened there? Mito Daviter has gone lawn mowing. Shadow making some brash moves. We are at the point of the race where people are throwing out dumb suggestions for future series or series adjustments. Shadow got 1 lap left to hunt down JJ Fireball. We're also at the point now where people are asking for Rex ahead of them. JJ has Shadow right in his slipstream. Looks like Shadow's going to be right within range to get a mega slipstream and slingshot down into turn 5. As long as he can get this exit right, and it looks like he does. He closes 2 car lengths, 1 car length. Shadow looking up the inside. Is JJ going to defend? No, he is not. Shadow to P3 for the final spot on the podium. Looks like Mito Daviter might get him as well. Can JJ hold it? JJ holds it on Mito Daviter. Mito's going to have the inside now. Oh, it's going to be a slipstream to the line. Shadow defends. JJ around the outside. JJ looks like he might have the better run on the front stretch. JJ did not have the run. It is Shadow who finishes P3. Mito Daviter in P5. JJ P4. Rash finishing P9. MX-5 Cup spinning around the final corner. Doing some drifting in his Nathan Nicholson. I think that's who it is. The 56 MX-5 Cup car. MX-5 Cup finishing 10th. Gets absolutely annihilated across the line. Congratulations to our winner, Silent, who has swept the weekend. And that is it. Thank you all for watching this stream. We will see you back here next week.